First, everyone needs to know what the standard in the state of California is with custody. And it's this vague phrase, frequent and continuous contact with both parents. So generally, when we see custody issues, it's because one parent is trying to limit the custodial time of the other parent. And there needs to be a real reason why that limitation needs to happen, whether it is drug and alcohol abuse, domestic violence, um, incarceration, or because it just logistically is impossible, meaning that they live too far away, or that transfers or exchanges are too difficult to make. And I don't just say, someone might live 15 minutes away from each other. If they live an hour away from each other, it's going to be very hard for one parent to get the child or children to school in the morning. And so generally, those are ways to limit the custodial time. And sure, there are other ways to do it. But if someone comes to me and really the issues aren't falling into one of those buckets, I generally want them on a path where they have to understand that that's what the policy of the state is and set them up for a success to either get there. So if I have the parent whose time is limited, I want to see why that time is limited. And then I want to address what steps I can take to increase their time. Are they being accused of being an alcoholic? And if so, there are really easy ways to address that. Get them on a program called SoberLink, where they can show to the court that, hey, they're not drinking, or get them having regular drug testing so they can show to the court, hey, I am not abusing drugs. And if the issue is domestic violence, you're able to rebut the presumption that your time should be limited, but you really have to have a track record and create an evidence path to show the court that. So you have to show that you're active in their extracurricular activities, sports, dance, ballet, whatever it might be. You're an involved parent. You have to show that you have a strong relationship with the children. And if you don't have the strong relationship with the children, for whatever reason, there are ways to get or be on the path for a better relationship with the kids, whether that's through some therapeutic method with a mental health professional, or whether or not it's just through like a plan of how to get there and address that issue. It could be through a co-parenting therapist. It could be through a custody evaluation. It could be through something called a CCI, which is a child custody investigation. There are lots of ways to get there. And really what you don't want to do is just sit there and do nothing, because the more that you sit there and do nothing, the more a court is going to say, hey, this guy's really not that interested. He's really not that involved. There's no reason to change the status quo and what's going on with the case right now.